Merry meet. I'm so happy that you are with me today. We are working a psalm spell today, and today we are working Psalm 119, Beth. And we traditionally use this as a psalm to purify the heart and mind. So you may want to think about anything in your mind that could use a little upgrade, or in your heart if you're holding on to any resentments or any negative thoughts or anything like that. We can let those go with this psalm. And the way we work psalm magic is very, very easy and simple, I should say. We read the psalm out loud all the way through without stopping. And that's called an incantation. And then we go back through it and we mine the psalm. We dig deep and find inner meanings within each verse. And through the digging and the finding and contemplating of these meanings, that's how we plant those seeds deeply into our mind. Okay, so we're going to do that together with Psalm 119, Beth. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. With my whole heart have I sought thee. O let me not wander from thy commandments. Thy word have I hid in mine heart, that I may not sin against thee. Blessed art thou, O Lord. Teach me thy statutes. With my lips have I declared all the judgments of thy mouth. I have rejoiced in the way of thy testimonies, as much as in all riches. I will meditate on thy precepts, and have respect unto thy ways. I will delight myself in the statutes. I will not forget thy word. All right, so let's just go through these, and we'll mine for those seeds, and then we'll plant them together. So we are looking to purify our deep mind and our heart. So wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? Well, first and foremost, we got to remember who we're talking to when we're talking to anybody in these Psalms. And we're always addressing the Lord. And the Lord of these Psalms for us is the Godhead. So this is not a patriarchal deity. This is not any kind of deity separate and distinct from us. It's the pre-gender source of all that is. There's only one. There's one power. There's one force in all the universe, and that's what we're addressing here. There's nothing to thwart it. There's nothing to oppose it. So it is all power. Okay, so wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? So we're asking a question, and then we give ourselves the answer by taking heed thereto according to thy word. So how do we become cleansed? By taking heed according to God's word. Well, what's God's word? God's word is God's will. What is God's will? God's will is perfect. So everything about God's will is perfect. So we want to take heed unto that which is perfect, and everything else is judged against perfection. And so we want God's judgment to actually seek out and find all the parts of us that are imperfect, that are a problem, so that they can be taken from us. With my whole heart I have sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments. With my whole heart. So that means the depth of my mind, every part of my being, I'm seeking infinite intelligence. I'm seeking perfect love. I'm seeking that which is above all else. So let me not wander from thy commandments. Well, what are the commandments of God? Well, for us in these Psalms, what that simply means is the remembrance of the qualities of God. So we always want to just remind ourselves of a few of those qualities when we're doing a piece of work like this. So infinite intelligence, infinite life, perfect love, okay, infinite truth, indescribable beauty, perfect principle, infinite spirit, infinite soul, that which cannot be destroyed. There's only one power, one source, one force, one substance in all the universe. Okay, so those are the things that we think about. When we don't wander, our minds don't wander from those thoughts of God, then that's how we can actually find what we're seeking. The word I have hid in mine heart, that I might not sin against thee. So when you hide something in your heart, there's two kinds of secrets. There's sick secrets and there's sacred secrets. A sacred secret is that which you do not, that which you treasure and you do not want to sully, so you don't share it with other people. A sick secret is something you're ashamed that people will find out about you. So we don't want sick secrets, we want sacred secrets, and we hide those in our heart. The word, thy word have I hid in mine heart. So we're hiding the will of God, that which God wills for us is hidden in our heart, that I may not sin against thee. Now, sinning against God simply means choosing against God, making choices against that which is our perfect will, that which is God's will for us. That means choosing against ourselves. So anytime that we think ill about ourselves or another person, we are choosing against ourselves, and that's what they mean that's what the Psalms mean about sinning against God, is choosing against ourselves, choosing something other than what God wills for us. And God only wills perfect happiness for us. That is the only will God has for us. God doesn't have will that we have suffering or torture or torment, or that we are refined through all kinds of evil experiences. That's not God's will. Where is this? Oh, there we go. Blessed art thou, O Lord, teach me thy statutes. So when you bless something, you are acknowledging its sacredness. So blessed art thou, O Lord. So we are acknowledging that you are sacred, that which is the infinite source of all. Teach me thy statutes. That's basically a thing that you can memorize and always remind yourself of. Blessed art thou, O Lord, teach me thy statutes. That means I don't know anything, but you know everything, and I want you to teach me. Okay, so that's beginner's mind. That's the Zen mind. Make your mind like an empty rice bowl. With my lips have I declared all the judgments of thy mouth. That means when you can take your mouth and only let it say that which is sacred, then you're using your words for sacred purposes, and you have then reclaimed all your power. I have rejoiced in the way of thy testimonies as much as in all riches. So you rejoice in the qualities of God, the way that you would rejoice if you found out that you won $1 billion. So it's more valuable than that, and it's actually through the contemplation of the qualities of God that you get prosperity. That prosperity can even come to you. So that is the source of all riches as well. I will meditate in thy precepts and have respect unto thy ways. So this is your commitment, that you are declaring that in order to have a pure heart and a pure mind, to purify myself, to cleanse myself, I am going to do that by meditating on all the qualities of God and respect all the ways of God, meaning God's ways work and mine don't. That's a good thing to remind yourself. Way way doesn't work, but God's does. Okay? And once your way is God's way, and you've been taught the right way to be, rather than your own little concoctions, then all good is revealed unto you. I will delight myself in thy statutes. I will not forget thy word. So I'm never going to forget the will of God. The will of God is the only thing that's important to me. That's all I care about, is the will of God. And that is a beautiful psalm. Do you understand how easy and powerful this is, this kind of work? We are taking these ancient texts that are pre-biblical, and we are mining those ancient seeds of magic, and they work today just as well as they worked thousands of years ago. And all you do is go through the formula like I did and repeat that as many times as is necessary until you start seeing whatever the goal of the spell is for you start to manifest. All right? So this has been awesome. I love working with you. I can't wait to work with you again. And until that time, blessed be.